With the world's eyes fixed on Princess-in-Waiting Kate Middleton, we're stepping away from the blow-dry bar and ringing in this happy occasion the best way we know how. We've searched high and low, from the silver screen to legend, to crown our top 10 favourite princesses of all time. Join us for this most royal of countdowns. In reverse order at 10, we have Princess Isolde. Before Romeo met Juliet, before Sunny met Cher, and before a brunette with impossibly bouncy curls turned up at St Andrews and pulled off the coup of the century, there was Tristan and Isolde. The forbidden love between Irish Princess Isolde and Cornish knight Tristan most likely influenced the story of Lancelot and Guinevere. The lovelorn royal was played by British actress Sophia Myles in 2006, and audiences instantly fell head over heels for her chemistry with Hollywood heartthrob James Franco. At number 9 is a princess with a penchant for playing princesses, Her Royal Highness actress Catherine Oxenberg. The daughter of Princess Elizabeth of Yugoslavia and a distant heir to the British throne, blonde bombshell Oxenberg achieved worldwide fame in the 1980s playing Amanda Carrington on the hit soap opera Dynasty. Her resume reads like a who's who of blue-blooded icons, including the title role in the 1982 film The Royal Romance of Charles and Diana. She took the Audrey Hepburn role in a 1987 remake of Roman Holiday and is once again channeling her inner royal as she prepares to play Princess Olga of Greece and Denmark, proving once and for all that life really does imitate art. At 8 is the face that launched 1,000 ships, the beautiful Helen of Troy. As wife of Spartan king Menelaus, then princess of Troy, and according to myth, the rumoured daughter of Zeus, king of the gods, Helen could be regarded as a thoroughbred in the royalty derby and worth waging a war for. She first made her way onto the world stage in Homer's epic poem The Iliad, and the legend of her abduction by Trojan Prince Paris and the subsequent 10-year siege has inspired numerous movie adaptations, including 2004's Troy, which launched future starlet Diane Kruger into stratospheric fame. Coming in at 7 is DC Comics superheroine Wonder Woman, who was a princess of the Amazons before she became the lasso-slinging superhero queen of our TV screens. And she's got the golden tiara to prove it. Known in her homeland as Diana, her powers range from superhuman strength to hand-to-hand combat, plus she comes stylishly accessorized with a pair of indestructible cuffs and some pretty sensational hot pants. At 6, we have Arwen, the elf princess in J.R.R. Tolkien's trilogy The Lord of the Rings. And who better to portray her on the big screen than Liv Tyler, the creme de la creme of rock science, and a rock and roll princess in her own right. Arwen's ethereal looks, horse riding skills, and elvish telepathy is enough to attract the attention of future King Aragorn. Once married, Arwen slips easily from princess to queen of the reunited kingdom. Not bad for a 2007-year-old. And in at 5, we have the princess of pop, Britney Spears. This hitmaker high-kicked and chart-topped her way into pop culture in 1999, helped along by an array of sultry schoolgirl uniforms, a seemingly unending supply of blonde hair extensions, and some pretty impressive snake-handling skills. And what's a princess without her Prince Charming? Britney's pop royalty status was sealed with her pop prince Justin Timberlake in 1998, and the two happily ruled from chart to red carpet for 4 tabloid-heading years. Next at 4 is everyone's favourite fashion icon, the beautiful Audrey Hepburn playing the rebellious Crown Princess Anne in Roman Holiday. The role was originally written for Elizabeth Taylor, but ingenue Hepburn won the part after a now legendary screen test. The 1953 classic propelled the newcomer to instant Hollywood stardom, and Hepburn won a Best Actress Academy Award for her work. It was a preview of the grace and style that would go on to set her apart, and the rest, as they say, is movie history. At number 3 is the fairest of them all, Walt Disney Princess Snow White. Based on the German fairy tale by the Brothers Grimm, she first appeared in all of her technicolor glory in the 1937 animated film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Not only is this the first animated feature film produced in America, but it also has the honor of being the first in the esteemed canon of Walt Disney's animated classics. So much for a movie which was initially dismissed by Hollywood as Disney's folly. In at number 2 is the goddess of all princesses, Cleopatra, who went on to become one of the most famous queens the world has ever seen. Many a leading lady has tackled this iconic role on film, from Claudette Colbert to Katharine Hepburn and Vivien Leigh. But the gong for the most memorable portrayal goes to the late Elizabeth Taylor in the 1963 eponymous epic. As the daughter of a pharaoh, the Egyptian version of a king, Cleopatra was a princess until she assumed control of the realm, and in the movie Taylor dazzles in a series of sensational costumes. The film is infamous for nearly bankrupting 20th Century Fox, but it has since gone on to be regarded as a true classic, and its leading lady will forever reign supreme in cinema history. And the princess we have all been waiting for, at number 1, is Princess Leia in sci-fi trilogy Star Wars. Forget about who Luke's father is. We're trying to figure out how come a giant Wookiee fits in the same size captain's chair as Han Solo. The arrival of Princess Leia was the first time audiences saw a princess in distress, but one who was also quite capable of rescuing herself. And all that while sporting a white bathrobe and the ultimate double-duty accessory, earmuffs, masquerading as a hairstyle. All hail Princess Leia.